Now,
So to go ahead and call to order the March 15th, 2021 Madison City Council Riverfront Alcohol Beverage License Committee scheduled for 3 p.m. Today we have the Rivertown Grill Inc. Application, and I believe Joe Breck here to speak on behalf. So first, I guess in your own words, can you tell us about the restaurant?
Dan, I'm sorry, Mr. President. Can we go ahead, just for Joe's benefit, introduce, which I know already did. You know everybody? It's, okay, you good?
No, that's fine.
The Chamber,
I'm
Main
sorry,
Street.
Dan Hughes, President.
Emily Roberts from the Chamber. Austin Sims, Madison Main Street.
Thank you. Sorry.
No, that's fine, that's perfect. So if you could, in your own words, go ahead and explain to us a little bit about the grill and then what you're hoping to accomplish with the permit.
Okay. Rivertown Grill is a very wide menu-based restaurant. Has the downtown Rivertown theme to it, a hometown feel. We have 2 kitchens. We have, like I said, a wide variety of food, like anything from pizzas, hoagies, to fine dining, steak, seafood dinners. We're looking to accommodate tourists, with the Madison tourist attraction that comes in, the larger events that we have here in town, carry out dinner, along with dine-in. We've completely remodeled both sides, and we're wanting to incorporate alcohol into our dining experience. Having beer, wine, and spirits. After 10 o'clock, after the restaurant closes down, we would like to continue to have the bar side open, along with food available all hours of operation. Just not a full-scale menu after 10 o'clock.
What are the hours of operation now?
Right now, we're open Sunday through Thursday from 10 a.m. to 9 p.m. Friday and Saturdays, 10 a.m. to 10 p.m.
And then, assuming the permit is given, would you expand those hours at all?
Yes.
What would the expanded hours be?
Probably till 3:30, whatever the legal closing time is. Usually around 3:30.
But
And that would be,
you
that
wouldn't add Monday? You wouldn't open up Monday? Or are you open Monday?
we're open 7 days a week right
Okay,
now.
okay, all right,
Yeah,
missed
yeah.
that, I'm sorry.
Yeah, we're open Sunday through Thursday,
Gotcha,
10 a.m. to 9 p.m.
gotcha.
If we get the alcohol permit approved, we would open until, like I said, 3:30 on probably Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. And try that and see how that goes. If it does well, we may do a Tuesday or Wednesday night as well, add that on. But to be honest with you, the bar side, the bar end of it is not my main objective, not my main goal. I want to be able to have that available to bring people in to eat our food. Go ahead, I'm sorry.
No, I was gonna say, I have not personally been able to make it in there yet, but I've seen pictures and I've had a lot of different board members from Main Street go in and look around, and they've just given you really high regards about the work that you've done to clean it up in there, so
Yeah,
good job with that.
thank you.
I wanted to ask, thank you for providing your sales and information. If you were to obtain this permit, could you tell us more about what your projected sales could be based on some of these numbers, since you've only been open a few months?
Yeah, we've been open just a little over 5 weeks, and with the sales that I'm seeing so far without any alcohol, I would like to see, once we add alcohol, I would like to see our foods, and of course it's winter months, February, and we're just now coming into spring. So it's going to be even above and beyond that, but just from the sales that you see there, when we add alcohol, I would like to see probably a minimum of 25 to 35% increase on food sales from having alcohol. Not an increase in sales from the alcohol, but just 25 to 35% increase from having the alcohol available. Actual alcohol sales, I would like to see that in the anywhere from 47 to 55% of our total food sales.
Matt, are there any specific restrictions as far as those revenue, the mix?
No, well, yes, the food itself has to be a minimum of $66,000 a year, the food.
Okay,
That's
but
just
but
food.
it's not percentage.
It's not a
of total-
percentage,
okay.
that's what we'll wanna see is your food sales at the end of this 1 year period. They need to exceed 66, I think it's either 66,000 or 66,600. So, and then,
And we've almost topped that.
and
by
in
weeks.
full disclosure, the governor lowered those last year because of COVID. I fully expect that to be 100 to 150,000 once COVID is over. They're gonna raise the food requirement back up, but that is strictly food only. And there doesn't have to be a mix,
Okay.
so.
So what about the expansion of hours? Sounds like the kitchen's still gonna close at 10 o'clock, and then you're hopeful to remain open strictly as a bar? If
Well,
if the kitchen's closed?
we have two separate kitchens. On the bar side, we have our, what I call the pizza kitchen. That's where we do the hoagies, the breadsticks, the pizzas, some Reuben sandwiches, and some appetizers. After 10 o'clock, I want to shut the main kitchen down. That's what does the fried food, the steaks, seafood, stuff like that. I would like to keep the kitchen open on the pizza side or the bar side for appetizers and just light food, you know, nothing extensive, just to have something available if somebody wants it.
I don't have a vote in this, but I would encourage you to do that, just from a food standpoint.
Yeah.
Especially the pizzas, the hoagies.
Yeah,
You mirror that to your closing time.
yes, yes.
I
And I think we'll
think
do very
that's a
well.
good idea. Just by way of the intent of the city council was never to only have a bar.
Yeah, and that's not my objective
So
at all.
Just
Strictly just a bar, I would have no intention of doing.
Yeah, I mean, I think the clarification of the two kitchens, absolutely, I mean, you
makes
agree?
all the sense in the world.
Okay.
As long as one of them stays open. I get it, you're not gonna cook steaks at midnight probably.
No,
But if folks are out having a few cocktails and
Mm.
listening to music, they might wanna split a pizza or something,
Yeah.
so.
So Joe, I wanted to, just going through your application, you had mentioned that your goal is to have 20 to 30 employees, but how many do you have right now? Roundabout.
So many, I've lost count.
Well, that's good.
Yeah,
Or maybe you've reached that goal already, I don't know.
counting part-time, yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah, I'm gonna say we probably, right now, I think we have about 24 to 27 right now.
Okay.
And I could see through the spring and summer months with all the events and stuff coming in, I could see us having 35 to 40 realistically, counting all part-time help. And that's just at the Rivertown Grill location down here.
Okay. The other thing I wanted to ask is I know 5 weeks, like that's exciting to be in business for 5 weeks. What kind of, and I know you all had your soft opening, so what kind of feedback have you all gotten? What things have you had to improve on? What things do you feel like you're hitting out of the park?
One of my biggest concerns has been the fact that there's not very many restaurants that have two totally separate kitchens. These are two totally separate kitchens. So to be able to coordinate an 8-top or a 12-top or a 6-top table that's ordered hoagies, that's ordered pizza, breadsticks, versus a fish sandwich. To be able to coordinate those food items from one kitchen to the other with the servers and with the cooks, we've had to come up with different hold times on different menu items. Like if somebody orders a fish sandwich and fries, 4 to 5 minute cook time to have it plated, as to where some pizzas may take 15 to 17 minutes to cook. Some hoagies are 9 minutes. So to be able to coordinate that food from one kitchen to the other has been an obstacle that was one of the main issues from the get-go. And we're getting that down. We have pagers, we have in-ears, we have walkie-talkies, we're getting our communication down. We experienced that right from the beginning. Even during our soft opening, I realized, well, this is going to be a problem. So we're getting that down. Other things that we've worked on would be when the house is full, when we're full capacity, trying to accommodate larger groups. So we haven't been doing any reservations. Anything under 8 top, we don't do a reservation on. We've had reservations called in for 12, 14, 16, 20, and we've accommodated those. But anything under 8 is kind of difficult, especially when it's a packed house and we're limited on the 100 capacity. So that's been a little bit of a struggle. Food-wise, we've had some portion control issues to where, like, when I see the food coming back to the dish room, I watch and see what's being eaten, what's not being eaten. My pasta portions are crazy. The bowls come back half full. So I mean, and that's nothing major of concern, but as far as expense and profitability, we're changing our pasta. We had a cavatappi pasta. We're going with a different type of pasta. We're cutting our portion back on the pasta. Stuff like that. Like I said, nothing really major. We have had some people complain about some pricing being high, expensive. But Madison is Madison's never had the type of food. For example, my Big Joe Supreme, my 16-inch Supreme has 15 toppings, and it weighs almost 5 pounds. It has a pound of cheese on it. And I love the pizza places downtown. I grew up, my mom worked for Mike Bello when I was a kid. I grew up in his kitchen right here on Main Street. I love Bello's Pizza. But if you would buy one of their garden pizzas, and if you had to actually pay for the extra toppings to get it to the level mine is, you'd have $75 to $85 in that pizza that I'm selling for $40. So people, when, they don't see, of course they can see pictures on Facebook, but that's not the same as actually seeing it with your own eyes. And we've had people say, well, nobody's going to pay $40 for a pizza. But when they actually see it firsthand, it's not, people that actually bought them, they continue to buy it. It's not a problem.
Yeah.
So that's one thing, like some of our steak dinners, we have a 12-ounce filet dinner, it's $55. That's comparable to Jeff Ruby's, Bruce Chris, St. Elmo's. Madison, I've lived here my whole life. We go out of town to eat, and we don't have to do that anymore. So, some people will frown on some of the prices being higher than some of the other restaurants, but most everybody is tickled to death to come down and eat without having to travel an hour and a half each way.
Yeah. Well, I appreciate you sharing that too. In regards to having 2 different kitchens, which one, where are you seeing most of the food come from? Is it like the pizza hoagie side, or is it more of the fine dining side?
That's a tough call. I will tell you this, the number one item that I sell more than anything blows me away, and I had no idea. I really thought it would be my pizza. I really thought, the higher end steaks, I knew that they wouldn't sell as many. The half-pound burgers I thought would sell, the burgers. The number one seller that we have is our fish. We sell a fish basket with fish and fries for $12.99. We have a fish sandwich and a seafood platter that has the fish along with several other items. But we sell more fish than we do anything besides Coca-Cola. Yeah, I've teased my pizza kitchen, telling them I'm going to shut it down and turn it into a fish house. But no, we sell quite a bit. We sell quite a bit of breadsticks and the pizzas. The kebabs is a great seller. There's nothing in town like that. But realistically, yeah, the fish is our number one.
Do you think that you could provide us a full menu? You know, however else our discussion goes, that's something that we always, I think you have to ask of applicants, but a full menu and then maybe your anticipated drink menu, could you maybe talk about that now, what you're anticipating to have on the bar side?
Oh, sure, yeah. As far as the menu, we have our menu on our Facebook page, and I can get you a copy of it if you want.
Sure.
We have several, as far as the menu, the actual food menu, we have several appetizers. We have breadsticks that are actually fresh dough, rolled breadsticks for $7.99. We have a cheese bread that is actually a fresh dough bread with our mozzarella pizza cheese. That's $7.99. We have fresh fried calamari, and I believe it's $12.99. We have fried green tomatoes that are $10.99. We have a shrimp cocktail. We have the largest shrimp in Madison, probably the largest shrimp that's ever been in Madison. They're an 8-12 count. You get anywhere from 5 to 7 of them, and they're about that big. It's $15.99. We also have the Anaheim chili peppers that are grown in Anaheim, California. They're a mild chili pepper, and they're cut in half, and they're stuffed with fresh grilled chicken and smoked sausage, onions and cheese. They're baked. Those as well are, I believe, around $12.99. We also have what's called the 440 wedges. That's our large baked potato that we cut into quarters, and we flash fry those like a French fry. We pull them out and bake them with cheese and bacon for about 3.5 minutes. Served with sour cream. They're $7.99. And then, of course, we have all of our entrees, from steaks to grilled chicken dinner, pasta, seafood pasta, grilled chicken pasta, the chicken smoked sausage kebabs, the seafood kebabs, seafood platter, and then we have our baskets, which is a chicken strip basket with fries, frog leg basket, which is unique. We have that, and also a fish basket. And then as far as the pizza side kitchen, we have about 7 different hoagies. We have standard hoagies like a ham and cheese, chicken and cheese, steak and cheese. But we have specialty hoagies. We have one called the Flying Pig. It has grilled chicken and Virginia baked ham and cheese. The Joe's Poco has several items on it. It's a ham and cheese with pizza sauce, black and green olives, mushrooms, and onions. And then we have the Widowmaker that has everything but the kitchen sink. It has chicken breast, ham, and the base on it is ranch dressing. So it's chicken, ham, ranch, bacon, black green olives, mushrooms, onions, banana peppers.
So is your alcohol menu going to be as expansive, I would say, as your food menu?
At first, probably not. I mean, I want to have, your standard beers, and I'm just going to go bottle at first. A few select wines for dinner. A few 2 or 3 white wines, 2 or 3 red wines available for dinner. As far as the harder alcohol, your standard, Jack, all the rest of them.
Sure.
I would like to expand on our mixed drinks. It's just my personal opinion, but I feel like Madison is lacking on the mixed drink world. There's so many exotic mixed drinks out there that we could be doing in this town that would actually bring people into Madison. There's so much more we could be doing than just the standard Jack and Coke or Beam and Coke and just the mixed drinks like that. Yeah.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
On the site plan that you gave us in your application process, where's the second kitchen?
Second kitchen is in the back of the bar. I actually built a wall right behind the rear exit door. Everything was run through the health department for approval. Our local building inspector come down through the process and inspected everything, approved everything. He did his final walkthrough. Our local fire marshal come through along with the state fire marshal.
So is that where it says complete new kitchen?
Uh-huh.
That's the
That's
second
it.
kitchen?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the original kitchen was stripped down and gutted. The only thing that was original in there was the actual exhaust hood system. Every piece of equipment is brand new. Complete new kitchen.
So just to clarify, there's one kitchen in the dining area and that's it? You're calling that two kitchens? Or is there a kitchen in the dining area and a kitchen over on?
There's the original kitchen that was in the back of the courtyard restaurant. That's the main, what I call the main kitchen.
Good.
And then on the bar side, right in the west end of the, on the west end, is the new, what I call the pizza kitchen.
Good. Are all the renovations done?
Yes.
Okay, so
Yes.
you're ready to open on the bar side?
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah, I completely remodeled the bar side, from ceiling to floor, everything. We even went into the bar, and the back side of the bar was unfinished, like underneath the back side. We have the white kitchen board all along the back. We have all new tile behind the bar. None of that was finished off. We have all the cove bays installed. Everything passes the health inspection.
So you're saying, just for clarification, you'll be open, full menu, drink bar, anticipating this license for both the family dining room and then the what used to be the old bar to the left here where the doors are open.
Mm-hmm.
Do you foresee any time that you might section that off? I know you have it labeled here for family side and then for adult bar.
Mm-hmm.
Does that mean that, you know, upon those later hours, like you said, if you anticipate to be open until 10 or 11, once you know, keep getting some time, right?
Mm-hmm.
Does that mean that you might say, okay, to continue to have alcohol or liquor, that it would be over on one side, so that it might make it easier to expedite for your food if you're gonna have just your second kitchen open at that point?
Yes.
Or is that something you're considering, or what would you plan to do that? So I just wanted some clarification if it was all open and just one kitchen was shut down, so everything's coming out of a kitchen over here now, or how you were gonna keep the customers informed of where they need to order more drinks or order more food.
We have an actual small bar on the dining side. That's gonna be a kid-friendly bar. There will be no alcohol served at that bar.
Okay.
Family dining on that side. After 10 o'clock, the main kitchen will shut down. You have to be 21 to enter after that point. After the family time is done, you know, we'll have somebody at the door checking IDs.
Normal drinks with dinner, etc.
Yes.
But then if it's, you know, your later hours, then in your hoagies and pizzas, like you said, then that will be okay.
Yeah. Anything after 10 o'clock, if they're not drinking in the bar area, it would be carry out only.
Sure. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would definitely like to see more about some more specifications, just like you said, with the menu, and then with your food, and then also some specifications of what you're planning to do with the alcohol menu as well. I think that would be nice to present to city council, that this is what you've looked into and put time researching into to tell them what you're anticipating, because that might help with justifying also your anticipated sales that you'll get.
Okay.
Joe, if you can provide me with those
Okay.
documents in the next week,
Okay.
is that fair? That would be great, and I will get them to the committee.
Anything else? So at this point, are we prepared to make a recommendation to council?
Yes.
So I'll ask for a motion.
Just for clarification, for bookkeeping purposes, just I'm assuming this will be a similar type motion we made the last one, pending my receipt of documents from the applicant.
So I need a motion to recommend the application to council based on was it menu clarification and the alcohol list. Any concerns, or no concerns as far as open after 10 p.m. that you're envisioning?
No, I would just strongly again recommend the food, the pizzas, the hoagies are certainly made available to folks that are in there from midnight on especially.
So I need a motion based on that.
I motion to approve.
Okay, and then I need a second.
I'll second that motion.
And all those in favor?
Aye.
Thank you very much.
Okay, and I am required to open this to the public for any comment. Seeing no one here from the public, there is no comment, obviously. And Mr. Bree, what will happen next, pending you getting me those documents, I will send this back out to the committee, assuming there are no further questions from them, on April 6th. That's a Tuesday, April 6th, at 5:30 p.m. I'd ask you to attend our Madison City Council meeting.
Where's that at?
Pardon?
Where will it be held at?
It's right in this room,
Right in this
right here. So what'll happen at that meeting will be a recommendation from this committee to the full city council, because this is their committee, for approval of Rivertown Grill's liquor license. So that is the next step. So please mark your calendar for Tuesday, April 6th.
Okay.
And you may very well, you'll probably come up to the podium and we'll see if there's any questions from the full council. It's usually a pretty quick process.
Okay.
So with that, how about a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
You need,
I need a motion to adjourn, please.
I motion to adjourn.
Okay, need a second.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you guys,
thank you,
appreciate
Mr.
it.
Bree. Appreciate it.
Mr. Bree, do you want these sales copies back?
No, you can keep it for your record if you want.
I'll collect them all, hopefully. Those will stay confidential.
We had a lot of ladies for Girls Weekend asking for a good place for fish and things, so I'm wondering if that helped, because you all were one of my recommendations. I haven't been out there yet, but they were just asking where is there a good fish fry, because a lot of them got there on Fridays, on the Friday Girls Weekend.